Can you find the sniper in this picture? Okay, how about this one? Alright guys, the art of making great ghillie suits in Ghost Recon Wildlands is something really fun today, and today I want to do a special episode of my best outfits and customization series and focus on ghillie suits. What's up guys, Dark Dally here, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I want to have a look at some really cool and creative ghillie suits that blend in and help you immerse yourself in the game, in your role as a sniper. Today's episode has quite a few outfits I'd like to show. Some I designed and a couple came from you guys. I'd like to put these out there, see what you think, and maybe we can do another ghillie suit feature special episode here in the future. The first ghillie suit I want to go over is this one I'm wearing right here. Let's go ahead and look at it in the menu. Now, I designed this one to blend in as good as I could everywhere. I wanted one that would really, literally work like everywhere. Let's have a look at the full view of it. So here's the full view of this one right here. And I'm also going to show some suggested weapons to go with some of these. Just some weapons I kind of spruced up to blend in with it. This with the multicam, the various different kinds of camo, there's some green, there's some brown, and this really does look good pretty much everywhere on the map. There's a lot of brown on it, but there's a lot of places with brown, and even in the jungles, in the towns, the dirt is brown. You really do blend in pretty well with this. So I'm going to show you what goes into this, and then we're going to get into, there's probably 4 or 5 outfits or more in this episode, so let's get right to it. Here's a couple of the weapons I decided went really well with this, or at least you can use any weapon, but here's how I colored them. This right here is my current sniper rifle of choice, and what I did was I used carbon fiber for the paint, and then I simply colored all the other parts except the barrel brown, and it came out looking really good. Another one I'd like to use with this outfit is this guy right here, and this one, let's have a look. What did I do for the paint? For the paint, I colored it the TeknoAXE AU, and then I went through and made the scope olive brown. Yeah. And this one looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and throw that on. It looks really good with this outfit. It's my sniper rifle of choice. And then for the assault rifle, I went with this look right here. This looks really good. This is a cool camo. What I did was I chose the EXTP Woodland, and I colored most of the parts. What are those colors? Brown. Yeah. So, to give it a little brown, it's got a little green. Anyway, let's have a look at the outfit, because that's what we're here for. We're doing outfits. Here's today's, this is my overall ghillie suit, and it really does look so good everywhere. Starting from the top, face paint, I chose Tropic Lightning. It's got some green, mostly brown on it. Brown really is probably one of the best overall colors to blend you in anywhere. Now, let's have a look at clothes. Let's start with the clothes from the top. I chose the fleece, and I chose it with the TeknoAXE AU. For the vest, I went with Molly, and I went with the TeknoAXE FG. For the pants, ghillie leaves to go with the ghillie suit on the top, and I colored these multicam. Hiking shoes in olive drab, and then I chose the compact ghillie suit in sandstone. It gives you a nice mix of green and brown leaves, and it really blends in a lot of places. It blends in the jungle, and it blends in just as well where I'm standing right now. I believe I'm in Monte Alcapracar, one of those places. It blends in over there pretty well too. Let's move on down to accessories. For the accessories, I chose some eyewear. I chose the Oakley SI Ballistic M-Frame sunglasses, and I chose them in dark bone clear. I chose the Trapper mask, and I chose it in Coyote Brown. I chose a backwards baseball cap. I wanted something up there. It came out looking really good, so I can't argue, and I chose it in Multicam Arid. It's funny, almost every piece he's wearing is a different camo, but it all does really go together. For headsets, I just chose earpiece, fingerless Kevlar gloves in sandstone, and I chose the ANPRC 150 backpack in Multicam Arid, and then no patches. So that's my, one for all general ghillie suit, and it really does look good everywhere. Let's move on to the next one, guys. All right, guys, and here is my winter ghillie suit that I chose for Inca Camina. Now, I thought this was creative because I think a lot of people, when they think about making a winter ghillie suit, they just make it all white. They use the El Yeti ghillie suit. But I thought something like this might be more creative, as everywhere you go, even here in Inca Camina, there's grass. And this actually hides fairly well out here. This picture right here, I'm hiding in Inca Camina. You can see my character, but I think it's about the best blend job you're going to get out here. And so I thought it was kind of a creative and interesting idea to actually use, instead of just making a white El Yeti suit, to actually use grass, because pretty much everywhere you go out here, you're still going to find this exact same color of grass. So let's have a look at what went into this. First, let's have a look at the weapon I made to match it, because That looks kind of cool. It's not, well, I chose the ATX camo on my sniper rifle. It looks really good with this weapon. Let's have a look at the outfit. First, let's look at it here. You can see the full thing. It's a really handsome ghillie suit. Let's see everything that goes into it. Let's start at the top. Did I put face paint? I did use face paint. Now I don't have the El Yeti face paint. If you have that, obviously that'd be the way to go. I used the handprint with the face coverage that I have. All you're going to see is the white anyway, so that works just fine. Let's move on down to clothes and start from the top. I used the jacket and I used it in white. For the vest, I chose Molly and I chose the Cryptek Yeti. For the pants, Commando in the Cryptek Yeti. Footwear, I chose Commando in gray. Whoops, I guess I overlooked that one. For ghillie suits, I chose Woodsman, and I chose it in sandstone. It gives you this nice kind of yellow dead grass color, and I believe we use this also again in an upcoming ghillie suit in the same episode. So Woodsman and sandstone. Let's have a look at the accessories. Starting from the top, I chose the ESS ballistic goggles in gray. I chose the artillery balaclava, and I chose it in the ATAX ATX. Polar fleece beanie, which you really don't see, but it's in gray. Earpiece. I chose the surgical gloves because they're so darn white. You really can't get any white gloves, so I actually chose surgical gloves in white. I chose the 511 Rush 24 backpack, and I chose it in Cryptek Yeti, and then no patches. And that together made this outfit what it is, and I think it looks pretty darn good. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. All right, and here's the ghillie suit I chose for grassy areas. Like here I am in Agua Verde. I know it's nighttime. That's just an unfortunate side effect of fast traveling and single player. The time's going to advance in the game. I should have some pictures of it, though. I'll put some pictures up here, and you see how well this matches the grass. This is going to work great in grassy areas, like here we are in Agua Verde, for instance. This one is one of my best matching ghillie suits ever because you literally become invisible when you get down in this thing. Even here at night, you can see how well it blends in here. And when you get down on the ground, you just completely disappear into the grasslands. All right, let's have a look at what goes into this. First of all, the weapon choice for this one is obvious. The SR1 Chameleon matches this ghillie suit perfect. Boy, I just wish we could put these wraps on our weapons ourselves. That weapon just matches so perfectly with this. Let's have a look at this one. Let's check out the full body view. So here's the ghillie suit I chose for Agua Verde and just grassy areas in general. Let me show you everything that goes into this one. Let's start at the top with body details and face paint. I chose Tropic Lightning. I believe this is the same one I used in my overall ghillie suit, and it's a really good looking one. That's the one I chose here. Oh, also, I did choose camo tattoos, but you can't see them under the character's clothing, so that's a bit of a moot point. Let's move down to clothes and start from the top. We have the Cry Combat shirt and the ATAX FG. I pretty much use that camo all over this outfit because it just works so well. For the vest, I chose IBA, also in the same camo, the ATAX FG. Mossy Pants. Okay, so the previous one I was on, this is not the same as my Inca Camino one. This is Mossy as opposed to Woodsman or whatever it was. They look very similar, but they are different ghillie suits. I chose Mossy Pants. For the footwear, I chose combat boots. That's really up to you. I mean, you never even see your character's shoes when you're playing. And ghillie suits, Woodsman. Oh, okay, so I was right. So it's half and half. It's the Mossy Pants with the Woodsman top. They look very similar, but that said, there is a slight difference. So I'm sorry for that. There's a correction there. We're using Mossy Pants and ATAX FG with the Woodsman top, and it's colored in sandstone. Yep, the exact same top as we used in Inca Camina. So let's move on to accessories. I chose no eyewear. I chose the Shemagh in green for face wear. For the boonie hat, I chose AOR2. It's the only piece that's not the ATAX FG, and I just thought it looked good. So boonie hat and the AOR2 for the head. For the headsets, I chose earpiece again. Fingerless Kevlar gloves in neutral. Backpacks, I just chose standard issue, and it's also in the ATAX FG. So this one's pretty simple to put together, and it looks so brilliant in places like Agua Verde. I just wish it wasn't nighttime so I could show it to you better right now. I don't have the time to wait around the 20 minutes required for it to be daytime. So let's move on to the next ghillie suit, guys. All right, and for a green ghillie suit, which is pretty much going to be something that everyone's made at one point, and it's going to be your go-to in a lot of areas. If you don't want to use my overall one, if you want to try something green, here's a great suggestion for a great green ghillie suit that's going to hide really well in areas like Villa Verde, which is the screenshot at the beginning of this video was taken of Villa Verde. Here we are in Caimanes. this suit is going to work great in places like this. Let's check out, first of all, the weapon I chose here. I chose some interesting paint for it. I really spent some time matching these paints. That's why I'm showing you my weapon paints here. Here I'm using the BFG, and what I did was I painted it leaves is the color I used, and then I made the scope and the magazine green and the barrel black just to give it a little bit of, yeah, and I think this went well with the outfit. Let's have a look at this outfit. Again, this is the one you saw at the beginning of the video, which if you don't know where to look, you really kind of can't even see it. This one goes great in all green places for sure. Let's have a full body look at everything that goes into it. It does have a few different, a couple different kinds of camos that go into it. There's probably more green ghillie suits than anything, and that's why I've tried to mix this up with some other ones. But anyway, let's start from the top and go down. For face paint, I chose Pathfinder. It's got good face coverage and a lot of good green on it. Let's move down to clothes. For the top, I chose a Cry Combat shirt in Multicam Tropic. For the vest, we're using the 511 VTAC LBE Tactical Vest, and that's in Cryptic Mandrake. I'm kind of mixing these two together. They work really well together. Ghillie Strands for the pants, and that is in Multicam Tropic. I chose hiking shoes in Olive Drab. Boy, I tend to miss the shoes a lot, don't I? And then ghillie suits, I chose strands and, of course, green. Let's have a look at the accessories. No eyewear, facewear, green shamag. Headwear, I chose boonie hat, which you can't even see in Multicam Tropic. Earpiece, chose Kevlar gloves in neutral. We got the Y-strap backpack in the Cryptek Mandrake. It looks really good right there, I think. That's always the essential piece, is the backpack. You want to really blend in to the ghillie suit, and then no patches. This came together to create something really, really cool right here. Now that's it for the ones I've made. There is one I want to show from that was made by a subscriber, so let's check that one out right now. All right, now I did get several viewer submissions. I was only really able to include this one. This one comes from Lewis, so thank you so much for sending this. The concept here is British Army Sniper. This would be mid to late Afghanistan kit, he says. And as it happens, the L115A3 is my sniper rifle of choice, and so I'm pairing it with this because this is the sniper rifle that British Army Sniper would be using. All right, let's have a look what goes into this outfit. Again, this comes from Lewis. Thank you so much. This one looks really, really good. Let's see everything that goes into this. First, let's have a look at it right here. Let's have a full body look at his outfit here. This is something he designed for, to blend in Afghanistan. Apparently, this is like realistically what they would wear. Let's have a look what goes into it. All right, starting from the top, body details. He chose the Screaming Eagles face paint. For clothes, let's look at the top. From the top down, we got jacket in Multicam. Got the Molly harness in Woodland. We've got Cry Precision Combat pants in Multicam. Got hiking boots in Coyote Brown. And then for the ghillie suits, he chose Mossy and Sandstone. Notice he didn't choose ghillie pants, just the top, and it's Mossy and Sandstone. All right, let's have a look at the accessories. We've got no eyewear. We got a bandana in Coyote Brown. For the headwear, he chose Billy's hat. And there we go. I had the wrong camo selected. For the hat, it's Billy's hat in Woodland. Sorry about that. I did mean to have that selected. I had the wrong one clicked. So there we go. Billy's hat in Woodland. For the earpiece, or for the headset, it's earpiece in Coyote Brown. Handwear, Oakley Pilot in Sandstone. Backpacks, the Camelback in Woodland. And then we got a nice Union Jack flag there on the back. We got the United Kingdom flag patch is what he chose on the for the backpack there. All right, so this one looks pretty good. Thank you so much, Lewis. I might have to use this one sometime in the future. Sometimes when I make outfits, I do go back and watch these videos because I often forget what I put into an outfit. So I may refer back to this video myself in the future and use this outfit some. It looks really good. So thank you again. All right. Now there's actually one more I want to show you guys. I totally forgot about this one, but I had a couple of viewers ask to see what it was. So I'm going to go show that one to you now. Lastly, I want to show you guys this ghillie suit. And the reason being, I got a couple people asking about it, and I like it. It's the one I'm currently wearing, even though I showed you, I really do like the first one I showed you, which really goes well in all environments. We have this one. Don't mind the two sniper rifles on my back. This is my main character, and she still has the two BFGs equipped that I was comparing in my previous video. Just has those still equipped, so don't mind those. So let's have a look at this one. This one is just purely something I think just looks good. I wasn't as much worried about blending in with this outfit as I was just, I wanted something I liked the look of, and damn, I like the look of this outfit, and a couple other viewers did as well. So let's look and see what goes into this one. There are some creative elements here. The mixing of green and brown, and the fact this completely lacks any camo, I really like. There's a lot of things I like about this. Let's start from the top and work our way down. My character is female, And we're actually going to start with, I chose the shaggy hair because I like the way it comes down over her face. And you can see it just under her little hat that she's wearing. It looks really cool. It gives her this really cool look, I think. For face paint, I chose Commando. I just wanted a hint of green across her face where you can actually see her face. Now let's look at clothes, and there's some interesting choices I made here, and I'll show you how, what choices I made and why I chose them. For clothes, I chose the hoodie, and it's just olive drab. I chose a TeknoAXE plate carrier for her vest, and it's in coyote brown. Mossy Pants in coyote brown. Footwear, just hiking shoes in coyote brown. And I chose the Mossy Ghillie Suit in green. Now here's where some of the more interesting choices come from, or come into play. No eyewear. I chose the Trapper mask and actually chose it in multicam black. I know everything's green and brown. Why would I choose multicam black? Because it looks good. It has the black front, and then you can kind of see it almost gets green there on the sides, and it really does blend in well with the shadows around her face and her little hood that she's wearing. And I'll show you where that hood comes from. That's the interesting choice, which is going to be next. For headwear, I chose the Peruvian Chuyo in forest green. Now, why would I choose that? Because for some reason, when you wear that particular hat, it makes a little hood, or the ghillie suit makes a little hood around her head. It looks like she's wearing a cinched up hood. No other hat that I found does that. You see, you can see kind of the sides of it, but it doesn't really do it right. Even when you choose like one of the beanies, like here's the beanie, it still doesn't do it right, you see? But for whatever reason, the Peruvian Chuyo it creates that perfect thing where it looks like she's wearing this little cinched up hood, and I really like that look. It makes her look really cool in the ghillie suit, I think. All right, enough about that. I was pretty happy when I found that. The earpiece, the headset, just an earpiece again. Handwear, I chose a fingerless Kevlar in neutral. For the backpacks, ANPRC 150, and this is the one piece on her that actually does have camo. It's in Cryptek Mandrake because I really wanted to blend it into the ghillie suit. So that's the last one I want to show you. This is my personal favorite. It's not made to blend in. It's just made to look good. And I really do think that this one does look good. I really love wearing this one about. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm always open to more ghillie suit submissions. We might have another ghillie suit special in an upcoming episode, but for right now, I have a lot more regular outfits to do because in the time between the last episode and this one, I've had so many submitted to me. We'll be going over other loadouts and stuff in a future video, and we may hit another ghillie suit one after that down the road a bit. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what your opinion is on these ghillie suits and other creative ghillie suit ideas you might have. Guys, it's been a real pleasure. I'm Dark Dally. I will catch you guys next time.